What's going on, everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Jersey Digs. Chris here behind the camera, and that is Mr. Pulltab Thomas back in action for the new year. He was insisting on me taking him back to the campground site where I found those handful of silvers and $15 and change last week. Pulltab just popped his third signal of the day, and he has himself a nice silver ring. Pulltab, I'm going to let you work on that.
Right,
But really beautiful ring, and I'll have him clean that up in a minute. But yeah, folks, we've been here all of like 6 minutes. And this is Pulltab's, what, your third, fourth signal of the morning here?
Somewhere in there, yeah.
We don't have a whole lot of time. We were just coming out here just to burn an hour while we have a break for lunch. But Pulltab has himself a really nice silver ring, it looks like.
95 there.
What did it ring up?
45. I thought it was a penny.
I would say 100% a silver.
I'll have to really...
You have some nice tarnish on it as well. But folks, I think we're going to start our video here. I'll show you a few signals here, and then we're going to go off into some spots in the woods. So this is the first dig of the day. I'll show you it cleaned up in just a second. All right, so here's the ring. There are no markings, but I am mildly confident that this is going to be silver. With the VDI, the weight of it, as well as the color and the tarnishing we have on that inside there's minimal chance that this is something plated. So nice precious metal. Congratulations on your first silver for 2025. And yeah, like I said, we're going to spend a half hour here. I have no chest mount today. Last time, if you watched the video, my phone froze and I wasn't able to keep recording content. So my phone's staying in my pocket, and I'll make some appearances as we come across some nice stuff. But Pulltab sounds like he's getting on his next signal there. If it's something good, we'll show you. But next dig. So I bring this guy to my spot, and he finds all the silver today. Update on this property, by the way. So we were clean back here, and the owner of this half of the property came on over, just curious what we were doing. I was telling him the deal. Ended up, if I'm being honest, we were like borderline trespassing, if I'm being honest with you. But Pulltab has a silver. What does he got? Oh, he has a nice George, everybody. Wow, in really good condition. It's crazy how the soil keeps these up. 1958 silver George. Pulltab is a lean, mean, silver sniffing machine today. Congrats, Pulltab Thomas. We don't have too much time today because it's freezing, but I'll update you. So yeah, we have access to this whole half of the property now. She's like, yeah, go ahead, just be clean. Don't make a mess. Luckily, she knew the neighbor of the permission that I had, that I thought this was her property. I don't see this lady too much. She pretty much just said, come here and detect whenever I really feel like it. So that's what I do, you know, within reason. I don't like to overstay my welcome anywhere. But we're going to keep doing some detecting for another 10 minutes or so. But in all likelihood, this is going to be the episode, folks. We're going to probably come back here over the weekend, next dig. So I'm going to have to fight this guy. I just turned the camera off, and he goes, oh, it's another silver, dude. And I can't find a silver to save my life today. Show your friends where the honey holes are, right, everybody? Yeah, he's got another silver George. And I was just saying the last time I was here that I couldn't find a silver Washington quarter to save my life.
This is 5-1?
Yeah, he has a 1951 George, everyone. Pulltab is coming into 2025 swinging. New permission, and this one seems really promising, everybody. So she basically confirmed things that I said. I thought it was a campsite, but it was actually a place for venues, weddings, events, parties, you name it. It's been held here over the last 60, 70 years. And, you know, it seems like we're just finding the tail end of some really nice 60s coins. But Pulltab, put that in your hands. I think we're running out of time, folks. He wants to stay, but he has to get back, and I have to get back to work as well. So we're going to be coming back. Hopefully, it's supposed to warm up this weekend. So next dig. All right, folks. Pulltab Thomas, Chris, back for round 2 today. I want to address yesterday and us kind of getting caught accidentally trespassing on this property you see before you. We don't condone that by any means. Yesterday was totally an accident. So the long story short, with the permissions that we have back this way, we have permission to 4 different houses, and they encompass about 70 acres of farm fields, woods, horse barns, houses, you name it. And there's really no like rhyme or reason to the property boundaries. Ever since we've been coming here, it's always been under the impression that anything in the woods, around the woods, was theirs. It just so happened that this property here is these people's, who were so nice to give us permission and come over here. They didn't really even seem all that concerned when they saw us metal detecting. Seemed like they just wanted to make sure that we weren't making a mess of things. So yeah, I want to preface that we don't condone, you know, any illegal metal detecting of any sort. It definitely puts a bad name on this community for folks, and it definitely makes people who may want to grant you permission, a little less open to doing so, knowing the history of this kind of hobby. People sneaking around, finding treasures in the ground in the night and stuff like that. You know, happens pretty often, but you really shouldn't be doing it. If you are doing it, just stop it. So anyway, I have a 46. This is how I'll get started for this video. But yeah, all in all, it all worked out, you know. Little accident turned into a blessing in disguise for us here at Jersey Digs, because we're on quite a good permission here. I'm ringing a 46 VDI on this. Not expecting too much for the first signal back in, but these grounds are freezing. And I'd hate to say it, this might be the last hunt for a little while before these grounds really freeze up on us. This is the last place that I have where the grounds aren't frozen. Just a really gross dime. I'm not going to be recording every dig today. I want to get into some low tones here because there's so many, and I'm willing to bet they're going to be productive to some extent or another. But I'll show you some signals when they do sound pretty good. Next dig. Okay, on it with a pretty shallow high tone. 47, 48. I'm wondering if I could just kick this off. Now, of course, it's not going to be that easy. I got to do a little bit of digging in this frozen ground. But yeah, it's a shame to say that this is going to be the last one. Oh, okay, that's why it was ringing high. A little bit of a spill. I was wondering what was going on with that. Would have been a lot cooler if both of them were silver. Anyway, 2 dimes. Not much as of yet. We've been here about an hour or so. Pulltab's got a little time left. He's on his lunch break. I'm off for work for the day, so I'm going to be here for a little bit. So, next dig. Okay, another good signal. Nice 46, 47. Really haven't found all that much, folks. We might have cleared this place out in these last few hunts we had. Probably spent about 5-6 hours here total. Now, don't get me wrong, there's plenty more signals, and like I said, there's definitely a chance at some gold coming out, but there are a lot of low tones. Be something shiny. Are you? Nope. We just have a regular old-fashioned dime, just sounding real nice in the hole. See, I got a little while more left in me. I'm gonna putz around a bit, but I have a feeling that this might be the episode unless something good comes out next. So, next dig. Just found my first Weedy McWheat of this lovely afternoon we're having here. Can't get a date off it because it's under some pine trees, and these pine trees are just completely destroying these coins. But what gave it away is the nice 1 cent on the back here. So it's probably sitting face up, and the pine trees have just been eating it for a few decades now. It's a lot tougher here than it's been. So I'm trying to just find areas where I can dig, and unfortunately those areas aren't too occupied with coins, and I'm literally walking through the underneaths of some overgrown trees, seeing if I can find where maybe some people had themselves a picnic. But easier said than done. Hit my head a few times so far. Ow, there we go. So I'm gonna dig a few more, but unfortunately I think this is going to be the last hunt of the season until the grounds thaw next week. We don't have a day in the week where the temperature gets above 20 degrees during the day, so everything back here is gonna freeze, and everywhere that I want to dig here right now is completely frozen solid after the last few evenings we had, and plus it snowed yesterday, so the ground had a nice blanket of ice on it this morning. Gonna hope something good comes out in the next few digs, but I'll tune you folks in when that happens. Next dig. Okay, have a decent signal. Nice 53, and it looks like it's right next to one of our plugs that we dug before. So someone missed out. Kind of looks like my plug, but yeah, if you see folks, see, this is what I'm dealing with right when I get onto the areas that I want to detect. And it's just killing me. And I don't have COVID anymore. That's long gone, but I still feel a little beat up from the lack of sleep that I got over these last few weeks. But I'll try for a 53 in some frozen soil. That's why I'm cherry picking so heavily. Usually I go after a little bit of everything, but today it's not possible. 51, and I'm not seeing shininess, so I have a feeling I've been bamboozled. Yep. So much change back here. It's unbelievable. I'm curious on the date. Let's see. Get a little light on it. 1973 on this one. Closer, but no cigar. Next dig. All right, folks, unfortunately, I got to call this one the final signal. Probably the next 3-4 weeks, but I have a nice solid 47 here. I'm so bummed out. There's so many signals here, and the ground is just entirely frozen. So you're going to get a little bit of a lull in the channel again, unfortunately, but have a nice 46, 47. It's not all that deep, so I'm not expecting silver, if I'm being honest with you. And it dropped down to a 46 now, so maybe 2 dimes. Hoping for something shiny, but not expecting it. But it's been fun. Good to know that we have a permission back here. And look at that. I'm going to finish my hunts for the winter with a bottle cap. You know, I got a few hundred feet to my car, so I'm going to keep detecting, but I don't think anything good is going to come out. Unfortunately, I can't dig every signal, so it's kind of bothering me. The dig it all mentality is the way to go with metal detecting, I feel, and it's just not possible here. So, you know, we had a few good finds here. Pulltab really hit the ground running, and it's so funny. Both times either of us came here initially, we both knocked it out of the park in a short amount of time. My first time here, I found 4 silver dimes in like 30 minutes. He came here and found 2 silver quarters and a nice silver ring, which I'll include a photo here of his finds for this hunt. So yeah, short one. You know, again, lesson learned, everybody. You know, if you are watching this video, don't trespass and metal detect. It's not the way to do it. Always knock on the door or find somebody that you can talk to obtain permission anywhere you're going. Appreciate you all watching. See you all on the next dig.